Mom, I closed the 5 grand deal. I ran into the kitchen and I said this as I think I was like 15 or 16-year-old self. And the first response I got is, what about taxes? What about this? What about that? What about that? There's such negative reinforcement. Hey, this is Peter Szabo. And in today's video, I really just want to talk about a simple thing of being around the right people. You know, I've been to many different masterminds, seminars, have hired 7, 8 different mentors, and I kind of noticed this very interesting pattern that whenever I would travel to these high-end masterminds, like imagine 7, 8, and 9-figure earners in a room, there's like 20 of you, and you get to hang out with some of the coolest people you'll ever meet, but like very successful and humble too. And I would notice that when I'm in that environment, my income would go up, my happiness would go up, my performance would go up, like things would start moving in the right direction. And then I would go home or go to my old peer group and I kind of get almost like dragged down and go back to normal or homeostasis. And this happened like way too many times for this to be a coincidence. And I really realized after, spending another 10, 20 grand on like Tony Robbins events, Business Mastery 1 and 2, is that really proximity is power. If you're around people that are on a higher level, you're going to become just like them. There's this quote out there that you're really the average of the 5 people closest to you. So really ask yourself, who are you spending the most amount of time with? And I feel like this principle is thrown out there so often, and it does make sense, and it really truly is true. I can vouch for it. But then the question is, well, how do you get around high-level people? How do you get a freaking millionaire to be by your side? And it's a good question because it's really not easy. I only have 2 answers. Masterminds, the only problem is it's super pricey, like usually 10, 20 grand plus. A better option that you may want to look into is just get a mentor. Find someone who's 10, 20 years ahead of you in your industry and pay them top dollar, whatever it takes to work with you, to coach you, to be around you, to give you support, whether that's online or in person. Because I promise you, as you start to build these people around you that are at a higher level, you're going to want to step up to get their love and acceptance. It's a human need. It's built in us. And that's just simply how it works. So I think one of the easiest, simplest, not necessarily the cheapest shortcuts is getting the mentor. However, getting a mentor, even if they're expensive, is still at least 100 times cheaper, faster, and smarter than trying to do everything by yourself, going through all the costly mistakes, the pitfalls, and stuff that could literally kill your business. So advice for today is find someone who's, again, 10, 20 years ahead of you, who's getting the results that you want, who has a proven system to generate those results, ideally has helped many other people get those results as well, someone in your specific industry, and then pay them whatever it takes to work with them, because I promise you, it'll accelerate your results by miles and miles, miles and miles, by a lot is what I try to say. And really, to leave this video off, I want to say one thing. I really think there's only one real shortcut in business, and it's getting a mentor. So go get one. Peter Szabo.